This tutorial will take you through the online application for the New Hampshire State Council on the Arts Arts in Health Artist Directory. This tutorial assumes that you have created a free account at submittable.com and that you are logged into the system. It also assumes that you have carefully read the guidelines for the program and that all of your documentation, the required documentation, is on your computer and ready to attach to the application. It is much, much easier to have everything ready to go before you start the application. So the first part of the application is the applicant information. You may be applying as an individual artist, or you may be applying as an ensemble. If you are applying as an ensemble, you need to choose one artist's name as well. One of the artists in your ensemble will have to be basically the contact person for the application. So we need all of the information that you would expect that we would need. And we also need to know the primary discipline of your work. And so you can scroll through this list to find the arts discipline that's the primary area of your work. And then you're going to choose which track you are applying for, health and healing or public health. Definitions of both of those are in the guidelines. We want a verification of your age. We want to know if you're a citizen and or authorized to work in the United States, how long you've lived in New Hampshire, your ethnic or cultural background, and when you are available to begin programs if you are juried into the program. The next section is about your experience, and you want to tell us all of the different populations that you have experience working with. We give you some space to give us a little bit more information. We want to know when you started working professionally and whether you are on other rosters. And if you are on other rosters, when you were listed. And if you're on other states' rosters. And a few little bits of information. We also need recommendations or references. And will be asking you to upload the paper recommendation forms. You'll scan and upload those forms, but we also want the reference's name and relationship and information like that in the form. So be prepared to do that. And we would like at least at least 3 references. Sorry about that. And if you have additional references, you can attach them to the form. The next section is where you're going to upload the majority of your documents. And so uploading documents to this form is just like attaching a file to an email or uploading a photograph to Instagram. You will click Choose File. A little window will open on your computer from which you can choose the documents that you want to upload. And this is why it's very important to have your documentation ready to go, have it in one place on your computer so it's easy to access, and name your files so you know what they are, and we do. So for instance, you might name narrative questions with your name. Your resume might be resume and your name. Your work samples might be work samples and your name. A little bit about files. We do prefer that you upload your files in PDF format. That way there will be very little chance that they could be altered by us. So please try to upload your files in PDF format. And if you are attaching multiple work samples here, then of course we do prefer that you provide a website link to your portfolio and your Creative Ground profile link. And you can, there are spots for those on the application form here, and you can also embed those links in your narrative. But if you are uploading multiple work samples, please zip those files up. That's the easiest way for us to access them. Promotional materials, if you have promotional materials for the work that you do, the reference forms that I was talking about earlier will be uploaded here. There's also a background check disclosure form that you will need to fill out. And these forms are linked to, there's the link, there are links here, but they're linked to also in the guidelines, so they're pretty easy to find. Any other optional letters of support you can upload here. And then finally, the last section is the certification section. And this is your electronic signature. And all you have to do is click agree here. And then you'll click submit. If everything is filled out correctly and you have filled out all of the required fields on the form, the system will accept your application. You should see a notification of that on your screen and receive an email confirmation. If the system does not accept your application, that means that you haven't filled out a required field or uploaded something in the required upload. So you'll have to scroll back through the application and find out what you missed. But that is the application for the Arts and Health Directory. If you have any questions, of course, as always, please reach out. Thank you.